What's going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be bringing you guys the best investments that I see right now that are under $10. I know a lot of my past videos have included picks with a little bit higher of a budget, and I've got a lot of comments asking for a lower budget pick. So essentially this video is going to be going over some picks that are lower value. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I am giving away a Jason Tatum Prism Rookie PSA 10 that is valued at nearly $400. If you guys want a chance to win a $400 card for free, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram at SportsCardInvest, subscribe to the channel, and then comment the word "done" down below. We will be making sure that the winner did follow those 3 steps, so definitely make sure you do those 3 steps. But before we get into the real video, I do want to say, as you guys know, our Sports Card Invest membership program has been on absolute fire recently. So we've made a lot of money recently off of trades and free agency and new players getting moved around. So we are buying Westbrook for just around half the price of he is right now after the Lakers trade. We were buying up Kyle Lowry, Lonzo Ball, a lot of other players that have really benefited. And then we are also able to make a lot of money with our ultra high-end membership with getting on the new trend. I don't know if you guys realize, but recently, color matching players, so essentially a prism from the same color of the player's jersey or the player's team has held an incredible, essentially premium. So people are paying big premiums right now for color matching prisms. And we were early on that trend. Our ultra high-end members were buying Giannis's green prism PSA 10 for just around $10,000 just a month and a half ago, and it's currently around $15,000 to $17,000. So overall, our membership program has been on fire. If you would like to join, all you have to do is click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com. But without further ado, we're gonna hop right into this video. So the first pick we have that is under $10, borderline around $10, is Zach LaVine's 2014 Prism Rookie. So firstly, the Bulls have had an incredibly busy offseason. They acquired Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan to pair with their core of Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, and Nikolai Vucevic. I compare Zach LaVine's situation a lot to Devin Booker's situation just a few years ago, where he's putting up incredible numbers but not receiving much attention as his team has no help. So essentially the Bulls, I believe, will likely be at least a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference next year and will be able to finally make some good noise. Along with the Bulls' success, I predict that NBA fans will become aware of LaVine's incredible scoring ability, as he quietly averaged more than 27 points per game last season, and Zach LaVine's Prism PSA 10 has recently jumped to $400, while a Select is still around $10 to $15 ungraded, and around $160 in a PSA 10. So I definitely think that with LaVine's super low populations in 2014, so his Prism has an incredibly low pop, his Select has a very low population, especially compared to other players his age. Any uptick in demand will likely cause prices to rise very fast when the supply is so low. So I definitely believe that Zach LaVine is a great buy right now. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop right into the next pick. And that is Lauri Markkanen's rookie cards in general, his Select, his Prism. Lauri Markkanen has reportedly said that he wants to play for a team other than the Bulls, and I think a change of scenery will be great for his stock. Firstly, anytime a player moves teams, we see their cards to get a lot of momentum, especially from collectors of the new team who just got the player, love to buy up the cards. There's just a lot of momentum going when a player joins a new team, and Lauri Markkanen's incredibly skilled for his size. Of course, it's a lot to say, but I definitely think a little bit of his game reminds me of a Dirk Nowitzki. Just the fact that he can shoot very well for his size, that he moves with pace, great change of pace. Just overall, I really love Lauri Markkanen, and I think he's going to be a great asset to the next team that he moves on to. And if he does end up moving to a team that has a chance to make some noise, or is in a bigger market, or has a chance to win, he will definitely get recognized on a national level very fast, possibly even a global level really fast. So I think his cards are good to snag up right now. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick, and we got Lonzo Ball. Of course, Lonzo Ball is, he's still very young. And I will say that a lot of people start to give up on young folks, after their second, third years. But Lonzo Ball is still around 22 or 23, I believe. And I think he's got a great future ahead of him. He's been able to improve in his game every single year, and his shot has been the only thing holding him back in his career. And now his shot has really improved over the last few seasons. And I think this year is going to be a big breakout year for him in Chicago. He's finally going to be a very center core piece of his team. And I think playing alongside DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, all these different talents is going to be really beneficial for his career. And I definitely think Lonzo is going to be, especially with the hype around his name. I know there's a lot of hype around LaMelo Ball's name. And brothers in sports tend to get a lot more attention. You think of a lot of brother duos that have just become so iconic. Even guys like Marcus and Markieff Morris. They're not incredible players, but they get a lot of attention because they're twins, because they're brothers. And I think Lonzo and LaMelo will always be in the spotlight. And I think Lonzo's game is gonna start to back it up, and his prices have great potential from there. But without further ado, I know I'm hopping into a very controversial pick, but I've got Ben Simmons' select rookie card on my radar right now for a few reasons. Firstly, I definitely believe that Simmons will be moved this offseason, and there is a good sign. At the end of the day, he declined to play for Team Australia in the Olympics to work on his jump shot, and if he does get, in fact, traded to a contender, I believe his prices will greatly benefit, and I believe that he will greatly benefit from a new environment and new coaches. Simmons can play great defense, he can handle the ball, he can pass really well, but he's simply lacking a consistent jumper. And I imagine that over the course of his career, he's going to improve his jumper because it has become so blatantly the only thing that's holding him back from really becoming a superstar in my eyes. He has the whole package besides the shot, and if he does end up in Golden State or wherever else he ends up, I think it's going to really benefit his career regardless. He's going to be held accountable. He's going to, be forced to grow as a player because simply put, this guy really needs some motivation. He needs a new environment, similar to how I felt about Andrew Wiggins just a few years ago. But I definitely think Simmons has... he's still fairly young. He's still quite young, and he does only need a jumper, and boom, that puts him into a superstar level in my eyes. He does everything very well aside from his shot, and I definitely am willing to place that bet at $10 for an ungraded select. The chance that he does figure it out is presenting huge upside, and you're pretty much buying him at the bottom. He's never been this down in his career. His stock has never been so low, and I think it's a good bet to place given he was at the end of the day a number 1 overall pick. He clearly has the talent. He just needs a consistent jump shot, and I think I personally am a believer. I know it's a controversial pick. I understand there's going to be people who are watching this who are going to say hell no and not invest. But I definitely understand where you guys are coming from. But thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you would like to enter into the Jason Tatum giveaway, go ahead, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, and comment the word done. But without further ado, I'm out. Peace.